training program, and I want to take the next couple of minutes just explaining everything that's in this program. All that we have here, I mean, I know there's kind of a lot here, and you deserve to be, to get a full explanation before you make any major investments, so that's what I want to do right now. There's a lot of misconceptions about this product in particular. A lot of people say, oh, it's a training program on how to build a membership site, which it is, but there's more to it than that. This is actually a complete training system on how to set up a real working business from the ground up. We're going to talk about building your front-end offer, yes, membership site components are in it, but the biggest thing is we don't just talk about membership sites. We talk about CD of the month programs, newsletters, things like that. The big thing, the reason it's called Continuity Blueprint and not Membership Site Blueprint is that the main focus is on continuity income, all right? And that's important because what I'm really showing you with this program is how to work once, how to just work one time to get a sale and get paid over and over and over again. But more importantly, if you don't have a business idea in mind yet, all right, if you don't know what you want to do yet, you just know you want to make some money online, I'm actually going to take you from the ground up and show you how using my publisher model, how you can get other people to provide the content, the ongoing content for the membership site or continuity program. But we'll get to all that whenever I talk about what's in this. I just want to kind of break out those misconceptions early on and explain to you this is a complete ground-up course, from the ground-up course. If you don't have a business yet, this is going to take you from point A all the way to Z to profitability. So let's go through exactly everything that's here because it is definitely a lot of stuff. The first thing that you're going to see whenever you open up your box when you get it is a big envelope that says, read this first, right? Big red letters, you can't really miss it. And inside this envelope is a letter from me that first off explains what's here and kind of the steps you need to take. And also how you can contact us if you got any questions or anything like that. And we're not trying to hide from you, all that information's there. So there's that letter. But the more important thing in this envelope is this CD right here. And this CD right here is called Automatic Daily Income. And actually, I want you, just an audio CD, it's only about an hour long, but I want you to listen to this first. All right, I want you to listen to this before you put in any things, before you read the manual, before you do anything. I want you to listen to this one first, because this is not only going to go through the basics of membership site programs and continuity programs in general, it's also going to show you how you can set up a continuity program in your business in 48 hours or less. So if you already have an information marketing business, or even if you don't have an information marketing, just a regular brick-and-mortar business, this is going to show you how you can set up a continuity program and start making recurring residual income in 48 hours or less. There's some incredible stuff in here. Really, when I made this little CD, the idea was to make this CD right here pay for your investment in this entire training within 48 hours. All right? So that's my goal with this, and that's exactly what I want you to do, and that's why I want you to go through this first. Okay? Now, after you've gone through this and you got kind of the basics down, that's when you're going to start diving into the program as a whole. And I want you to start, as you might imagine, with the program that says getting started on it. And so when you go through this, this is going to show you, number one, it's going to walk you through a number of different litmus tests. So how do you know if the market, if the idea that you have in mind is actually going to work in membership sites? Because look, not all markets, not all ideas lend themselves to continuity. So we're going to make sure that your idea works before you ever get started. And if you don't have any ideas, we're going to cover that too, some places to go and get some ideas. It's also going to talk about developing a front-end strategy and just in general how to get started. Even if you have an idea in mind, even if you already have a business, I want you to go through the Getting Started manual. And the other key thing to keep in mind, we have this training manual right here. All right, and it's very convenient to go through. It's obviously 3 binders, so you can take stuff out and make notes. These are all the handouts, all right, all the handouts for each and every one of these training systems in here. So when you're going through the training system, when you're watching the videos, you have the handouts out in front of you. You can make notes, a lot of things. You don't have to worry about writing stuff down that I say because links and resources are already printed in there. You just make the notes and can go through the process. Now, the first module after you go through getting started is where we talk about architecting your continuity program. So determining what's going to be in your continuity program. What are you going to offer? If you're doing a membership site, how is the membership site going to be laid out? Because it does matter. I actually go through some of my membership sites and I talk about why this piece of premium content is here and why there's some free content over here. We just talk about different membership site models, which ones that are going to work for you and which ones maybe won't work so well for your particular market. After you've gone and architected your membership site, you know what's going to be in there. The next step in Module 2 is to actually get your materials. In other words, we're talking content. So if you're worried, when it comes to starting a continuity program, if you're worried, where am I going to get all this content? You know, I got to come out with stuff month after month after month. In this module right here, we're going to show you how to get that content cheaply, easily, and in many cases free. This is the module. If you watch the video that I did on the publisher model, this module right here is where I show you exactly step by step how to go out there, do publisher deals, how to do joint ventures, licensing deals, how to buy content, buy whole businesses if you want to, and included in this module is actually the agreement, the actual legal agreement that I use anytime I do a publisher deal with somebody else. So you get that right in here. Honestly, that agreement is worth the entire investment in this training if you understand what attorneys charge. This module right here, I don't care if you have zero interest in continuity programs. This module right here on materials, on getting content, trust me, it's going to be one of the most valuable training programs you've ever gone through if you're interested in information marketing. After this one, we get into Module 3, which is construction. Now, the interesting thing about this particular module is you're not going to hear my voice hardly at all in this module, because this is where if you want to set up a membership site, this is where we walk through the actual setup process of starting with a blog or whatever, wherever you want to start with, adding in the password protection, adding in the subscription management, adding in the billing, how to do all that down and dirty, nitty-gritty programming stuff. Now, the reason you're not going to hear my voice on this is because I don't know how to do any of that stuff, all right? So if you're a technophobe and if you're like me and you just don't know how to do any of the technology stuff, don't worry. I don't either. I got a guy who handles all this for me, and I asked him to create, it's, I believe, 25 at this point, step-by-step videos walking you through the entire process from zero all the way up to a full-blown membership site. Now, my suggestion to you, if you're not particularly technical, don't watch this video. Don't go through this module at all. You don't have to do it. If you want, you can give this to a technical person, tell them go through it, build a membership site just like Ryan's, and they'll build it for you. So if you never go through this training module at all, that's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And inside the training program is a checklist that you can check off and know, or you can hand it off to an outsourcer. And as they go through this, you tell them, I want you to check off every step so that you know whenever they hand it back to you that they've done everything that I suggest that you do. So that's this module right here. Again, if you have an idea in mind and you just want to know how can I build a membership site, what's the step-by-step process of building it, this is really kind of all you need. And again, this training program right here is going to completely pay for the rest of the program if you don't already know how to build a membership site. And I actually give you the contact information of the guy who builds my membership sites. And by the way, he only charges about $300 to build a membership site. All right? Other people out there are going to charge you thousands upon thousands of dollars. He only charges you $300. I give you his contact information. If you don't want to build it yourself, I just say, here, look, here's the guy that I use. And you get that with the training. The final module we talk about, probably the single most important part of the process at all, which is getting members, all right? How to actually fill your membership site or your continuity program with members. Because look, if you don't have any members, if you don't have anybody giving you any money, then what's the point, right? So we talk about free strategies for generating members. We talk about some paid strategies for generating members. But more importantly, we talk about positioning your offer. Because this is something that nobody else talks about. I hear a lot of people who teach about membership sites and they teach about continuity programs, but they don't teach about how to sell them. Because, believe me, selling a continuity program is completely different than trying to sell a one-off product. There are specific ways that you have to do it, and part of the reason that I've been so successful, part of the reason that I've been able to literally start dozens of membership sites in half a dozen different markets, that we've got over 10,000 members paying us anywhere from $17 on up to $197 a month. Think about that for a minute. 10,000 members plus paying us $17 to $197 a month. The reason I've been able to be so successful in many different markets is because I have a selling system that works. And I give you that selling system in this module. More importantly than that, the second manual that you see here is my membership, my continuity swipe file. What this is sales letter examples of all the different sales letters and websites that I use to sell my own continuity programs. All right, so you get those in here. You also get some sales letters of other highly, highly successful continuity programs. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And if you're worried that, oh, I'm not a copywriter, you don't have to be. I'm giving you the examples right here, and if they're mine, feel free to rip them off completely. You're not going to hurt my feelings. That's what I want you to do, because I want you to get started, and I want you to be successful. So that's what we have here. I really look forward to seeing you inside of the Continuity Blueprint Training Center. I look forward to sending all this down to you, and I look forward, most of all, to hearing your success story. So thanks so much.